Yo guys, how's it going? It's Ed, bringing you all things Leeds, and yesterday was a very interesting day for us Leeds United fans, wasn't it? So when we woke up, all across social media, on Twitter, the rumour was that Leeds United were going to be revealing a brand new badge later that day, and that is what they did. They released that midday and there was excitement up to the build-up. Everyone was looking forward to seeing this new badge. I think it was time for this one to go, but when the new badge dropped, I think it's fair to say that it did not get the best of reactions. Looking all across social media and especially Twitter, I did not see one positive comment at all coming from this, and even a few big footballing names were tweeting their thoughts and opinions and their outrage, if you will, on this new club badge. And it just got to the point where it was really embarrassing. I mean, Pro Evo was trending because people comparing our badge to the old Pro Evo badges that they got in the video games. And even Aston Villa tweeted something to take the mick. Even Zenit St. Petersburg made a mock image of our club badge. The new badge just really did look laughable, and it just really was embarrassing for us Leeds fans. In fact, so many people did not like this badge that someone even started a petition wanting Leeds United to not go through with this new badge, and it got nearly 70,000 signatures. Now, I understand where the club are coming from, with the salute being a really significant part of Leeds United and the connection that it has between us fans across the country and the world. And I appreciate the club actually thinking about putting us fans at the forefront of the club and wanting us to represent the club by sticking us on the badge. But I feel as though just putting some bloke with his fist on his chest just shouldn't be a representation of any club, and it just doesn't look classy at all. Now, the club say that they did months of research in designing this new badge and that they asked 10,000 Leeds United fans about this, but I want to know who were these 10,000 and what was this research that you did, because it obviously was not thorough enough. Now, I'm one of absolutely thousands season ticket holders, but we did not know anything about this at all, and I feel as though we should have done. That would have been a lot more thorough research, as I would have got feedback from a lot more other people, and I feel as though that would have made a stronger connection between the club and its loyal supporters, the season ticket holders. Because if I'd got an email from Leeds United asking my opinion on such a big change like this, I would have felt special. I would have felt as though my opinion mattered. I would have felt as though the club actually cared about their fans' opinions and choice in big decisions like this, and I would have felt trusted by the club. Now, I saw this tweet yesterday and I feel as though this guy has hit the nail on the head talking about the salute. He says the whole beauty of the salute is that it's an unspoken bond between fans around the world, players and the club. It's like a nod and a wink. This is just crass and reeks of trying to monetize something that should run deeper than that. And then he went on to say, they, the owners, had such a wonderful and unique chance to make their mark, to properly signify a new era and to draw a line under the mess that's gone before them. This is madness. And I completely agree, the salute should mean a lot more, because if you're out and about, if you're on holiday and you see someone wearing a Leeds United shirt, you'll give it that, you'll recognise that you're both Leeds United fans, you'll share a little smile, you'll carry on with the rest of your day. You know, it should run deeper than that. It should stick as something with Leeds United, and, you know, should feel so special to Leeds United around the world when you recognise someone who is a Leeds United supporter. It shouldn't be recognised as something where the club feels as though they can make a profit from it and make famous. And then Jay Ravizani coming in, he has transformed Leeds United, hasn't he? He's changed the club completely. He wants to be here for a long time. He's preparing for the future, and he wants to leave his mark with this new badge. And I'm all in favour of creating a new badge. I mean, even though I have grown up with this one, and I'll be sad to see it go, it really isn't the best looking badge, is it? And I mean, it just represents us doing poor and going down into League One. I think that one thing that the owners should have recognised was the history and the tradition of Leeds United. And one big thing with the badges was that it involved the Yorkshire Rose. You know, we're proud to be from Yorkshire, we're proud to be the biggest club in Yorkshire, and I feel as though they just got this completely wrong by removing the Yorkshire Rose. You know, you look at the badge and it just doesn't look like Leeds United, it just doesn't represent Leeds United. You know, if you're another fan and you're looking at that, you're thinking, what the heck is that? Because it only means something to Leeds United, but we don't want it famous. We want it to be something unique to the club. We want it to be unique to the fans, where players and other, you know, fans come to the ground and they see that and think, wow, that's really awesome. You know, it shouldn't, you know, need to be elevated and, you know, be publicised and, you know, become famous. But we should get the Yorkshire Rose in it, because like I said, we are proud to be from Yorkshire, and if someone else is looking at that, they'll look at that thinking, yep, that's Leeds United. Now, a load of other fans were designing their own badges and posting them on Twitter, and a lot of them actually look really good, and you just look at them thinking, this should have been the new Leeds United badge. This one was personally my favourite, as it has got the Yorkshire Rose in, and it's also got the date that the club was formed. The club said that they're releasing this badge to mark the 100th year since Leeds United was formed, because of course next year marks our 100th year since we were formed. We, of course, were made in 1919, but on this new badge that they released, it just doesn't say the date anywhere. You know, the badge should say the date so other fans and clubs can look at the badge and recognise that Leeds United are 100 years old. Now, responding to all this criticism and the backlash from releasing this club badge, Angus Kinnear, our managing director, did speak to BBC Radio Leeds last night. And I was following Phil here to get what Angus Kinnear was saying, and Angus Kinnear said that today's mixed emotions. It's not been my easiest day in the office, but it reminds me of the great club I'm working for, the passion that comes from the fan base. And I completely agree with it. You know, the unity of the fans yesterday to look at it and go, all right, we don't like that. Let's do something about it. Let's make a petition. Let's get a load of signatures. Let's respond to this in Outrage and let's get this changed. I feel as though that was great by the Leeds United fans. It showed unity from the fans and, you know, showed the power that the fans can have. Angus Kinnear also said that as we look at the feedback, it's clear that the consultation process wasn't extensive enough and we need to reopen that process. Now, what we can take from this quote is that the club have learned their mistake with this process and they're going to reopen the process as well, which means that they are going to scrap this badge, which is good. They just need to scrap this, rethink and redo this whole thing. Because like I say again, they've just messed this completely up, haven't they? Kinnear also said that we knew that it was going to be controversial, but the weight and volume of the comments, the only right thing to do is re-engage and we're going to do that. And that's just to confirm that the club will be making a new badge and redoing the whole process again. And I hope that the club do this quickly as well and release a new badge quickly so we can just forget about this whole thing, draw a line under this and move forward from it. And all credit to Angus Kinnear as well, coming back out afterwards to respond to all this criticism and backlash coming from releasing this club badge, because when he did speak yesterday, he spoke like 5 minutes after the club badge was released, so he obviously didn't have a look at Twitter before he was on the radio, and that's what everyone was reporting on. But now he's come out, he's responded, and he's admitted that the club have made a mistake, which is a big thing to do, and you know, I really do appreciate it, so big up to Angus Kinnear. Now, like I say, it's time for this club just to completely scrap this, just redo everything, just rethink, just learn from the mistakes, learn from the responses, read the responses, you know, look at the designs that people have been making, because some of them are actually really good, and then come up with a better badge. Now, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like on it, and also let me know in the comments down below all your thoughts on this whole new club badge thing. And if you are brand new here, please make sure that you do subscribe, because we are so close to 300 subscribers. So let's try and reach that goal as soon as possible. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace.